The Nayirah of OKC, Chef Andrew Black, David Holt, and the Chamber's double tax swindle. In the grand tradition of public spectacles designed to justify the unjustifiable, a proud lineage that includes Nayirah's congressional testimony and David Holt's 2008 love letter to the Iraq War, we now turn to Oklahoma City's own version of the big lie, the back-to-back tax swindles of 2023 and 2024. Yes, folks, we're talking about the Thunder Arena scam of 2023 and the hotel-motel tax heist of 2024, two great monuments to the art of political misdirection, both executed with precision by Oklahoma City's Chamber of Commerce, both backed by Holt's trademark brand of aw-shucks neoliberal grift, and both sold to the public with the impassioned testimony of Chef Andrew Black, the city's own culinary Nayirah. Because when a lie needs telling, who better to deliver it than someone the people trust? Act 1. The Thunder Arena Grift, 2023. Picture it. Oklahoma City, 2023. David Holt, fresh off his latest round of pretending to be a man of the people while greasing the wheels for billionaires, stands at the helm of the latest great civic project, a taxpayer-funded palace for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, one might ask, why should everyday workers, people struggling with inflation, stagnant wages, and healthcare costs, be footing the bill for an arena that exists solely to enrich billionaires and a sports team that, despite raking in millions, has never contributed a penny to Oklahoma's state sales tax? But that's where the testimony comes in. Enter Chef Andrew Black, not an economist, not a labor advocate, but a chef. A talented chef, to be fair, but not exactly the person you'd think would be explaining to city council why subsidizing a multi-billion-dollar sports operation is in the interest of working Oklahomans. And yet, there he stood, like Nayirah before Congress in 1990, reciting a script prepared by the city's real power brokers. This arena is about more than basketball, he declared, voice heavy with well-rehearsed gravitas. It's about the people. It's about economic opportunity. It's about the future of our city. A tear might have been shed. A nod of approval from Holt, sitting off to the side, hands folded like a proud stage director. The Chamber of Commerce beamed. The people? Well, they were about to get fleeced. The reality, of course, was that the Thunder, through the Quality Jobs Act, a scheme so fraudulent it should come with its own crime documentary, are paid back every single cent they put into state sales tax, and then some. The taxpayers, in essence, are cutting the check for a billion-dollar operation that already pays nothing into the system. And yet, here was Black solemnly convincing city leaders that this was a community investment. That regular, hard-working Oklahomans, who actually pay into the tax system, should dig even deeper into their pockets to fund a sports team that contributes absolutely nothing back. Holt nodded along. The chamber smiled. The people were once again led to believe they had won something, when in reality they had been swindled. But the performance wasn't over yet. Act 2, the Hotel-Motel Tax Swindle, 2024. The script was simple. The hotel-motel tax increase of 2024 would be framed as a pro-worker, pro-community move when, in reality, it was yet another tax engineered to benefit OKC's wealthy elite. The money, they claimed, would help promote tourism. It would help workers. It would fund a friendly hotel-motel industry. And if you believe that, I've got a friendly payday loan I'd love to offer you. Once again, enter Chef Andrew Black. Summoned like a medieval court magician, Black stood before city leaders and repeated the lines fed to him by his chamber friends. This tax is a necessity. It's about making Oklahoma City a world-class destination. Again, Holt nodded along. And why wouldn't he? David Holt, the man who once wrote an op-ed in the Oklahoman declaring that the Iraq War was the greatest thing since chocolate cake, was not about to miss another opportunity to push through a regressive anti-worker tax. Holt has always been the chamber's golden boy, the smooth-talking, well-polished salesman who can convince people that giving billionaires their money is actually in their best interest. The Iraq War? Necessary and just, Holt said in 2008. The Thunder Arena tax? A community investment. The hotel-motel tax? Pro-worker. Do you see the pattern? The man has never seen a corporate-backed scheme he didn't love. And just like Nayirah's fake testimony was the emotional push that got Americans behind a catastrophic war, Chef Andrew Black was trotted out, on cue, to add a respectable, community-minded sheen to both of these public heists. Act 3. The aftermath. Now, in the wake of these two shameless, back-to-back scams, where are we? The Thunder have their shiny new taxpayer-funded arena, and Oklahoma City's billionaires are laughing all the way to the bank. The hotel-motel tax passed, which means tourists and workers alike get to pay more while the Chamber of Commerce reaps the benefits. Chef Andrew Black still has his nice spot in OKC's high society, having played his role perfectly. And David Holt? He's likely already planning his next great act of civic betrayal. Maybe a public-private partnership that privatizes air? A tax to subsidize yacht maintenance for Oklahoma's wealthiest business elites? Jokes aside, it will be something to do with the Olympic events coming in 2028 and how that can enrich nice guys like Texas resident Omni owner Bob Rowling. Get ready, because the next one will be much bigger than that, because Bob and his billionaire buddies are still hungry and Dave is ready to help them eat. Who knows? But if history tells us anything, it's that when the time comes, someone like Andrew Black will be trotted out to make the case. Because, as we've seen, a well-delivered, emotional speech can justify just about anything.
They took the babies out of the incubators. Took the incubators and left the children to die on the cold floor.
So I'm strongly in support of the Thunder. I'm a doubted Thunder. I think the restaurant community is also, and there's no doubt in my mind that we need to do this. The city has to grow, the state has to grow, and so on behalf of the restaurants in Oklahoma City, we are behind this 100%.